Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Parker. Welcome back once again to another COD Mobile video today. I hope everyone is doing well. What we're going to go and do for today's video is go down below into the comment section of the most recent community update that went live just a couple days ago and kind of go over some of the questions and then the responses by the official Reddit account for COD Mobile, because there were so many great questions that a lot of people asked here and there were some pretty awesome responses that COD Mobile went and did. So before we go and jump right into everything, I want to mention, if you guys are new, be sure to go and sub. I do daily COD Mobile videos, as well as if you guys end up enjoying today's video, smacking a like at it would be awesome. But let's just go and jump right into everything here. Now, the first question here is coming from Henny55, and he says, most awesome thing you guys added is tanks. Can't wait to try it, but hope you remove graphic restriction so some devices can be able to go and run the game on Ultra, since it does that for other games. COD Mobile went and responded back by saying, thanks, you'll be able to go and try it out soon. Also, the graphical options locking is based performance related issues and capabilities. For instance, if based on your device's hardware we think that you'll start encountering crashes or issues with lower FPS if you switch to Ultra, we are going to disable the Ultra option completely, since we know that will be an awful experience. For me personally, it would be kind of interesting to go and see what the max settings would be like on my device. I know that they went and set it here why they have that kind of a restriction on it, just because they don't want the players to go and have an awful experience, but it would be kind of cool to maybe at least test it out for a week. And if they are indeed correct in this statement, in which it's just going to be a horrible experience if you even try to go like a step above what we have restricted, then, you know, probably go and swap back over to what it's currently like. Going on to the next one here, we have RF. I apologize, I don't really know how to say your full name, but he says, appreciate the work you guys have been putting in. Excited to see the MP5 since it's MW vibes all over again. Kudos to the team, but I really want you guys to work on zombies and release it back. Anything about that? COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, thank you for all the kind words and glad to see you are enjoying the QQ9. That weapon is definitely a fan favorite in many other CODs, especially the current Modern Warfare. Also, no sorry, nothing to share back about zombies mode. We know people ask about that every week pretty much, and that's all good. Always happy to see the enthusiasm and interest in it, but you can be rest assured that as soon as we have news for that, we'll highlight it pretty heavily. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think this can kind of go and confirm the fact that zombies isn't completely wiped off the map here, you know? Like, if you even go look into COD Mobile itself, there's still those sections that you can see. It's not like it's completely taken away from the game just yet, so it would appear that just based off what we currently see on like the menu system, as well as what this response here just said, it doesn't sound like it's completely wiped off the table here, and that we can probably go and expect zombies to come back on a later date here. I know a lot of people at first, they didn't really like zombies. I personally was a really big fan, but this response here just for me sounds like, yeah, it's still gonna be in production here, it's still in the works, and that's something that personally makes me super excited about. Alright boys, strap in, this one is super exciting. Night Adder goes and says, hey guys, this was the greatest season so far, thumbs up. I just want to ask about the gold guns that were supposed to be released in a lucky draw a few seasons back, but were taken back. Is there any update on them? And COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, thank you for the kind words, and we know exactly which weapons you are talking about. No word on those returning yet, at least not until we find a way to return them in a more comprehensive way that isn't just through the store. We know the whole progression camo options for other CODs is a big deal to people, like gold, diamond, dark matter, and we don't want those to feel like they are an insult or mockery of that system. Okay, so at surface level, this might be a response that a lot of people are just like, oh, so, you know, they're planning on just going and implementing it another way here. But no, ladies and gentlemen, I think they just kind of teased at the fact that they're thinking about going and adding it through the progression system here. Because yeah, if you guys don't know so already, there's actually 2 points that I want to go and make. Firstly, when they were talking about the gold weapons that were supposed to be featured in a lucky draw, it was just in regards to the gold MSMC. but it would appear that COD Mobile is indeed planning on going down a progression route, whether or not it's going to be through the prestige system that they went and talked about in the last community update. So I don't know if it's going to be like that, and then we can go and expect the gold, diamond, or dark matter, because yeah, they could go down the whole route of going and releasing these gold camos through prestiges, or they can go and make it like a grindable aspect, or like they said here, progression camo. So it's like, if you want to be able to go and get a gold MSMC, you have to get like a certain amount of headshots, and then there's all these other challenges associated, and it doesn't just have to be for the MSMC, it can be with other weapons as well. So just the level of progression that I feel like we're going to be getting very, very soon here is just very promising for this game, and it's definitely going to reward a lot of players who play this game often, and it's just another grindable thing for players to kind of go and attach themselves to, which just makes the game that much better. So Clash with Skyfall goes and asks the question, is the selectable ranked modes feature coming back soon? Most of us like that feature because we were able to go and choose the modes that we were good at, which made ranked a bit comfortable. I really miss that feature. I hope you bring it back. And COD Mobile goes and responds by saying, good question. We haven't seen any news about that to go and share for the global version. There was some concern about how that was tested in other versions of the game, and it was affecting matchmaking times to an extent that worried us. We'll check on that though, and if there is anything to share, we'll come back and reply. And that's interesting, man. I know a lot of people, especially on my live streams here, really missed the selectable rank modes. They would usually only play domination and TDM, and it would appear, just based off COD Mobile's responses here, the main reason why they don't want to go and bring it back is because it was affecting certain matchmaking times, which is kind of understandable here. But I personally really love that feature, even though I personally only got to experience it for a day, because I don't really play that much ranked mode for the multiplayer, and when I did, I only had 24 hours to go and fully enjoy it. But no, dude, it would be awesome to go and see this being implemented, and hopefully they can kind of work out the matchmaking issues that this game is also having, because I know a lot of people love this option, and I personally love this option, so it would be a cool thing to go and see this be a permanent thing. Okay, this is a very interesting question here too. Go Geta goes and asks the question, is there ever going to be a new Battle Royale map? And COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, possibly, but that is a massive endeavor. And for now, we hope you love some of the major additions we are adding in the next update with our first BR map extension. And yeah, dude, like, it is pretty crazy what they went and did here with the BR. It is going to kind of feel like a new map here, because they at least, you know, if you think about the original isolated map, they kind of cut that in half and added, you know, that half up to the northern section of the map. So they kind of added onto it by 50%, which is a pretty significant chunk. And especially if all the storyline rumors are going to be true, in which we could probably go and expect a lot of the current locations to be blown up, it's kind of almost going to be like a new map in a way, but nonetheless, that's kind of in Season 8, and it's kind of a far ways away. But for indeed seeing a new map, I would be totally down, but I could really go either way. All right, here we go. GP going and asking the real questions here. He just made it super simple here. Will the map terminal come? And COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, we definitely know people love that map, as do many of the people on our team who have played that map on various versions of COD, but it isn't planned for any immediate release that we can discuss at the moment. So it's not planned for an immediate release, so obviously it's not going to be featured here in the Season 7 update, but maybe we can go and expect it in a Season 8 or Season 9, maybe? Who knows? It's kind of up in the air right now, but nonetheless, very exciting. I know Terminal has been a map that a lot of people have been wanting to go and see, especially when COD Mobile went and did a poll in which they were asking people, like, what is one of the maps that you would love to go and see being implemented? Terminal was definitely super high on that list there, so it's exciting. Now, my prediction, I'm tossing out my prediction. I'm assuming Terminal will indeed be in Season 8 here, but might as well go and continue on. This next one is coming from Outlaw, and I wonder if he made that account when the Outlaw dropped for this game, but he goes and says, "Hello, great work on the game and great features are on the way. I just have a question. Do you guys plan on adding more weapons into the Battle Royale? I may sound selfish, but I feel like Battle Royale should get more weapons for varieties. Maybe when a new weapon is released, add it to the BR2, like the MP5. By the way, great work on the map expansion." And COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, "Yes, it does seem a bit haphazard as to when we add those new weapons into BR, but we do generally add some new ones with each update. We'll check the patch notes and get back to you later today. Also, thanks for the kind words." And COD Mobile went and actually replied to their response by saying, "Update for you, but the next weapons coming to BR in this update are going to be the DLQ-33 and Man of War. Not exactly what you were asking about, but we hope that helps." So I guess they kind of misinterpreted the original question. Like, I'm assuming Outlaw already knew about the new weapons, such as like the DLQ-33 and the Man of War. And I guess he was kind of, insinuating that he would like to go and see more weapons being added in each season, which would be something I would personally be down to go and see as well. Just having more SMGs would be a really cool thing to go and have, such as like the MP5, like he mentioned here, and then, a couple others. But yeah, dude, totally down for something like that. Going on to the next one here, Shiv goes and says, "Please fix the bugs ASAP, like lag freeze and black screen. It's really annoying when you grind for ranked and these issues disturb you." COD Mobile goes and responds back by saying, "We definitely hate those bugs too and have spent a lot of time trying to figure them out. They are very troublesome in regards to how each of those types of bugs isn't consistently occurring only on X devices, but instead it seems to be randomly on some devices and for unknown reasons. Usually we try to replicate it by using testing the exact device reported, especially if there are more than one report of one specific device or device type, like only on Android phones, but results in relation to both of those issues have been very challenging to reproduce, with even 1% reproduction rate in many instances. We'll keep trying though, as long as people keep reporting the issues up through our player support channels. Hopefully it is something that just generally improves as we release more fixes and updates." Yeah, dude, this is definitely something I would like to go and see fixed, because I still, even on my high-end device, I've been experiencing black screen and lag freeze and just desync. I think desync happens to a lot of people, not just myself, especially when you're on like a 50 ping. Just experiencing desync like that can be super annoying. But yeah, dude, ladies and gentlemen, I am indeed going to be wrapping up the video on that note. I do want to say thank you guys oh so very much for tuning in and watching. If you guys are new, be sure to go and sub. I do daily COD Mobile videos as well, so if you did end up enjoying today's video, smacking a like on it would be awesome. My name is Parker. Hopefully you guys will have a fantastic rest of your day today, and I guess I'll talk to you guys in the next video.